strictly built to hit that exact 10-minute mark when spoken at a steady, powerful, motivational pace. Look at your life right now. Look at your bank account, your health, your relationships, your mindset. What you are looking at isn't a series of accidents, it's a series of rehearsals. We think we are waiting for a single, massive moment to define who we are. We think one day the sky will open up, inspiration will strike, and we will suddenly become the disciplined, successful person we've always dreamed of being. We tell ourselves that when the big opportunity arrives, we will magically find the strength, the focus, and the work ethic to conquer it. But life doesn't work that way. Opportunity does not create character, it merely exposes it. The brutal truth is this: you are not waiting to become someone, you are already someone. You are exactly who you practice being. Every single day, every single hour, you are auditioning for an identity. Every action you take, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, is a vote for the type of person you want to become. When you hit snooze 3 times in the morning, you aren't just getting extra sleep. You are practicing procrastination. You are training your brain to believe that your goals matter less than your temporary comfort. You are mastering the art of delaying your own potential. When you walk away from a hard task because it gets uncomfortable, you are practicing quitting. You are becoming an expert at leaving things unfinished. You are reinforcing a subconscious belief that you cannot handle pressure. You don't just wake up one day and find yourself trapped in a life you don't want, wondering how you got there. You built it, brick by brick, repetition by repetition. You became an expert at doubt because you practiced it every single day. You became a master of hesitation because you rehearsed it every time a new challenge came your way. Aristotle said it thousands of years ago, and it remains an absolute law of human nature. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Think about the people you admire, the ones who seem to have it all figured out, the elite athletes, the highly successful entrepreneurs, the creators who produce relentless, high-quality work day after day. We look at their highlights, their victories, and their trophies, and we call it talent. We call it luck. We tell ourselves they have something we don't, just to make ourselves feel better about sitting still. But behind closed doors, away from the cameras, away from the applause, what they actually have is a daily rehearsal. They don't show up because they feel like it. Half the time they feel exhausted, uninspired, and overwhelmed. They face the exact same lazy thoughts that you do, but they show up anyway because they understand a fundamental truth. Action precedes identity. Feeling follows action. You don't wait until you feel like a winner to start acting like one. If you wait until you feel ready, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. You act like a winner first. You do the work over and over again, through the sweat, through the frustration, through the grinding boredom, until one day you wake up and realize that is exactly who you are. The practice has become the person. So let's talk about what you've been practicing lately. Let's look at the daily routine you've quietly accepted. Have you been practicing making excuses? Have you been telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll start when I have more money, when I have more time, when the market is better, or when I feel a little more creative? Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is a fantasy baseline designed to keep you comfortable today. Tomorrow is the graveyard of human potential, filled with unwritten books, unlaunched businesses, and unfulfilled dreams. When you tell yourself you will do it tomorrow, you are practicing a very specific, dangerous skill. You are practicing comforting yourself with a future that doesn't exist, so you can avoid the pain of discipline right now. You are trading your long-term destiny for a moment of short-term relief. Break the cycle. The next time you feel that resistance, that heavy, sinking feeling in your chest that tells you to open up another app, to scroll for another hour, to put off the hard work, recognize it for what it truly is. That resistance is not a stop sign. That resistance is the wait. That is the moment of practice. That is the gym. If you push through that resistance, even for just 5 minutes, you just want a repetition. You just practiced discipline when it was hard. You just told your brain, I am the person who does the work even when I don't feel like it. And every single time you do that, the old weak habit loses its grip, and the new powerful identity takes root. Real change does not start with your goals. Real change starts with your identity. If your goal is to build a successful business, but your identity is someone who gets easily distracted and gives up when things get complicated, you will fail. If your goal is to be in incredible shape, but your identity is someone who views themselves as lazy, you will go right back to where you started the moment the initial excitement wears off. You have to change the identity first. You have to step into the shoes of the person who deserves the goal before you can ever achieve it. Stop focusing solely on the outcome and start focusing heavily on the inputs. Stop asking, how do I get 1 million views? Or, how do I make $1 million? Or, how do I reach the top? Instead, ask yourself, what are the daily, hourly habits of a person who achieves those things? What do they practice when nobody is watching? They practice radical focus. They practice deep, uninterrupted work. They practice resilience in the face of rejection. They practice analyzing their failures without taking them personally. They treat every single setback not as proof that they should quit, but as a valuable data point to help them get better on the next attempt. They practice being professional, while amateurs wait for motivation. Shift your mindset from wanting to doing. Stop telling people what you want to be and start showing them what you are practicing. You don't want to be a creator, you practice creating. You don't want to be an entrepreneur, you practice building, testing, and selling. You don't want to be a leader, you practice leading your own life first. The exact moment you align your daily practice with your ultimate vision, your life will change forever. You don't need to change everything at once. You don't need to rewrite your entire existence by tomorrow morning. That's where most people get it wrong and completely break down. They try to change 20 habits in a single day. They get overwhelmed by the sheer weight of it, and they slide right back into practicing their old flaws. Instead, look for the small wins. Look for the micro repetitions. The extra 10 minutes of focus when your eyes want to close. The one extra phone call when you want to put the phone down. The courage to sit down and write the script when you'd rather sleep. The discipline to manage your time down to the minute rather than letting the day manage you. These small wins seem completely insignificant in the moment. They don't look like much to the outside world. But compound interest applies to your habits just like it applies to your money. A 1% improvement every single day doesn't just make you a little better by the end of the year. It completely transforms the fabric of who you are. It builds an unshakable, unbreakable foundation of true confidence. Because real confidence isn't an emotion you pull out of thin air or talk yourself into through a mirror. Confidence is the memory of success. It is the undeniable track record of small promises you actually kept to yourself when no one else was in the room. If you want to change your life, you have to change your daily rehearsal. You have to audit your hours. You have to look at your actions through a cold, honest lens and ask, is what I am practicing right now going to build the person I want to be in 5 years? If the answer is no, you need to change the script immediately. No excuses, no delays, no rationalizations. So here's the final question you must answer today. Who are you going to practice being for the rest of this day? Not next week, not tomorrow, but right now in the next hour. Motivation is a feeling. It is a temporary chemical high. It comes and goes like the wind, and it will absolutely desert you when you need it most. Do not rely on motivation to build your empire. Rely on your dedication. Rely on your standard. Rely on your practice. When you shut off this audio, the real rehearsal begins. The world doesn't care about your potential. The world does not reward what you are capable of doing. The world only cares about your execution. The world only pays details to what you actually produce. Stop practicing doubt. Stop practicing hesitation. Stop practicing fear. Stop letting your past dictate your current repetitions. Stand up, lock in, clear the distractions, and put in the heavy repetitions that the future version of you is begging you for right now. You are who you practice being. Go out there, take control of your actions, and start practicing greatness. Subscribe for more real talk like this. Comment below. Thank you so much.